Okay, I came out of the camper, showed you the sink, the bathroom, and everything else. Come on, door. I have to shut this little screen door. And this is the camper I'll be doing. And let's see, we'll go down through here. I've got to winterize the hot water heater, take the anoid out. Here's the water inlet. I'll be putting some antifreeze through there and through this outlet or inlet, and then working in here inside this compartment, and that's where the potable water tank is at, and the pump and all that stuff. So I'll be working with this. Okay, I already drained that potable water, and I used this hookup to do that. Which is up here underneath the, and then of course the hose going down outside and wherever. Okay. Then I have to be going over on this side, and there's two outlets down here at the bottom over there that I'm going to have to drain. Okay. Guess I better get things set up. Okay, I'll be working in this area right down to here. Inside, I drained this portable tank already, and then I'll be hooking up to this water pump and try to pump the antifreeze to the system through all the pipes, the drains, outlets, faucets, tub, and stool, and get that all ready for winterizing. It'll take a little while here, and I'll try to record it while I'm doing it. Okay, here's some of the places I'm going to have to be doing here. Here's one of the inlets, another inlet. Then I'll have to take this water heater apart or open up the door. Had to get in this cabinet space here, get my tools out, and get the necessary stuff that I have to work with to winterize the camper. Okay, that's a hot water heater. I got the door open. Be taking this door out completely. And then down inside here, there's a real big nut right there. This thing here, this has got to come out. If you don't, it'll freeze up. You got to drain the hot water heater so it won't freeze up. Then you got to shut it off inside, because you don't want antifreeze inside that hot water heater. So there's a way of getting it out I'm getting the antifreeze in there, and then after you drain the water, it makes a mess here on the ground. Now you can see the water leaking. Leaking, draining. That's the water from the hot water heater. And that's got to be all drained out. As soon as that's all drained out, here's the anoid. It helps the hot water heater getting all the contaminants out of water instead of going through the heater. And this has to be cleaned, inspected, and stored during the winter time. And after that water drains, you go in there in the camper underneath the bed and shut the valve off so you don't get antifreeze in it. Now I'll let that drain out for an hour or so. Be right back. Okay, here's where I have to get underneath the bed here. And I have to lift this up. Like that. And there's a valve down here inside that I have to shut off. I shut that off so antifreeze can't get into that tank. I don't think I can show you where that tank's at or not here. Let's see if I can run this camera over here. Okay, that shows the tank. And I shut that valve off. Okay, now I'll set this back down. And that's it of that. Okay, now after I went and cleaned this all off here, got it pretty well ready for next spring when we put it back into the hot water heater. For then I just store it right in here. Just like that. And go get the door. I'm gonna go get the door over here because I left it over here. I should have it somewhere else. Okay, now you take the door, put it back on, like that, and secure it. And I'll put the bolt in it next spring. Okay, now we're ready to put the antifreeze in. I'll have to go get that in the garage. Okay, I picked up the antifreeze, brought it from out in the garage, and brought it here. 2 gallons. But I might only need 1. Can't remember. But I'm going to use 1 to flush the whole system out. All the lines. And that's including the drains inside the camper. All the lines in the camper are at where the sinks are at, hot and cold. And the 2 drains in the sink. In the lavatory or bathroom, the toilet will have an antifreeze in it, and also inside the gray water tank and also inside the black water tank. And the tub will be flushed out with the antifreeze, and so will the valves. So everything will be flushed out with about 1 gallon of this antifreeze. So we'll give it a try and see what happens. Okay, now we got the antifreeze in there. Now we got to take this hose. I don't know if I can get you people to see this, but this is an extra hose that you put inside this bottle. Inside this bottle, whoops, inside the bottle, all the way down at the bottom. We're pretty close. Then you throw this valve There's a valve down here. You just turn it the opposite way, and that takes this antifreeze out and takes it and goes through the system. And that's how you flush out your lines. So we'll give it a try and see what happens.